Oh yeah, he recently just.
Off topic. So I'm just playing Warzone. So and I put on my headphones. They go on as normal, and then I went to do a little ear whiff, and the
As one
next thing
does.
I just and the next thing I just feel, it's just my headphone just snapped off on the ratchet. I'm like,
Good evening, good morning, or good afternoon, or wherever you're listening to this podcast. Welcome to the Edboy After Show, the podcast that goes deep behind the scenes on esports and content creation. We have two very special guests. We have BrooksLUL and Those, and we always have the co-host here, Grizzy, like always. But how are you guys doing today? How you guys doing?
Doing good. It's
great, I'm really
something.
good.
It's so.
Definitely something.
It's something. What's going on over there? Because
Watching a bunch of YouTube.
And if you guys are wondering why this video is different, yes, I have glasses on. Blue light glasses. Bless you.
That's stupid. Why is this video different? Glasses.
What a
Glasses.
nerd.
I know.
What a fucking nerd.
What a fucking nerd. What a nerd.
So really quick, what this whole podcast, like I said, is that I invite people that have been in the esports scene or content creation scene. Last episode, we had Karen's World, who is a content creator, but also does cosplaying, which is a very different scene, I guess, for all of you guys that are all here from esports. But today, we got two very special guests, like I said. BrooksLUL, who's been in the COD scene for a bit, has retired, but he still has the gunny. Still has the gunny.
But I'm coming back.
He's coming back. He's been around for a long time. He also has been on Team Identity, and he also has some news for us as well. So I want him to actually explain the news on the podcast really quick.
Very, very, very simple news. So I do have a degree in animation, but I have decided to part ways with that a little bit, and I'm going back to college to get my bachelor's degree in game business and esports. So I actually this morning got accepted into Full Sail University to learn all that.
Let's go. That is crazy.
That's banger.
And then the second person we have on here is Those. Those has been around in the COD scene for a while as well, and has now been doing a lot of business recently in the esports industry. I know recently he was trying to fund for a tournament, but unfortunately the person who was hosting the tournament backed out. But he still likes to help out the community in every way, shape, or form. But he also still has the gunny as well.
Oh.
So really quick, just to get on the topic. Hold up, my thing is being glitchy. Okay, there we go. Hopefully the recording's still good. All right. I guess for both of you guys, what really both got you guys into esports and just content creation as a whole? Like, why did you guys just want to start this? Was it just like, oh, the YouTubers are doing it, so I wanted to do it? Was it something that I needed to do, like, personally? Or did you just want to, like, have a community out there just for everyone? I want you guys.
What got me into doing all this stuff?
Well, but first, let's do this. What got you into gaming in general?
Yeah.
What got you that from the start? What got you there?
So like, my like family did like they used to have the N64. They had the NES, SNES. My mom had the Game and Watch back then, so I grew up kind of with video games around. My stepdad also played. He had like a PS1, like multiple versions of that. Eventually had a PS2. So I had all these different consoles. I basically had like all the old school ones, and I used them all growing up. And then of course, like around the time that I was able to start playing myself, I had the Game Boy Advance, the SP. I had all of that growing up. Hey, by the way, real quick, SpongeLot, thanks for the follow, much appreciated. But so like that's kind of where everything started for me, was just my family introducing me into it, and that's kind of where like my love for gaming grew.
Wow. Like just going deep, like really deep into it, just like very old school, probably even for those as well. Like those.
Well, I mean, these aren't the old ones, but real quick, let me flash these up just because they're right here. These are the new Game and Watches, like the remakes. I have the original of the Mario, like the original Mario Bros. Game and Watch. I actually like own.
What about you?
Okay.
Those what got you into gaming?
Not actually my dad actually got me into gaming. So my dad actually used to play like on PC. His favorite game was like Half-Life, and then
That
after
one's
that,
a
we're talking about like Quake 3 Arena Championship, like the old school one. So like
Back
that
in the day, fuck yeah.
yeah, back in the
Damn.
day. Yeah.
back in
We're
the
talking
day.
like back in
Damn.
the
That,
days.
that's some
When,
real old school shit,
when
dude.
PCs were not as good as they are today. So that
The
kind of
first-
got me introduced to gaming. As he stopped playing games for a little bit, he didn't really take it as serious as I did growing up, and yeah, I guess it just runs in the family. He still games, but he only plays like Elder Scrolls Online.
Hey,
He's played that for
Elder
years.
Scrolls is still good though.
Yes. Yeah.
Elder Scrolls 6, where you at?
Elder Scrolls
Mhm.
6.
We got
Please,
GTA 6
please.
before another Skyrim fucking, upload.
We need it, please.
So, no, it was just something that I like wanted to do, because it was just kind of like escape from reality type of thing, I guess.
I think that's
I
what
get
gaming
that
nowadays.
completely.
I think that's
Yeah.
what gaming
But
like
I didn't-
nowadays.
Yeah, it's like I didn't have a lot of friends and I was bullied, so it's like
Ugh,
gaming just kind of
I
like
know that
It was
feeling.
definitely an
That-
escape.
gaming was just kind of like my playground. So still is.
I think that was also like the same for me. I don't know about Grizzly with gaming wise, but for me, high school and middle school, I got bullied a lot for gaming, and then now looking back, it's like I don't really care anymore because
Mhm.
I look on those like all the people who bullied me on Instagram, like they're doing stuff that should not that is illegal, and I'm over here doing what I need to do and being successful in my life. So now like for them making fun of me, this is their karma. And me now trying to go pro in a game and me showing off their skills, it's really getting somewhere. So I can see where like the escape is, and it really does help in a way. But what about you, Grizzy? What like for gaming, was that like the same thing? Did you ever like get like bullied for it or no?
No, I never got bullied for it. But like I was very what is it?
Oh,
Very insecure about myself with gaming. Like I only took it as very little because I was focusing more on school
Excellent.
sports, and then yeah, once I had finished, once in middle school, I went back into gaming, started doing tournaments again. Well, I first started off doing Pokemon tournaments,
yo,
Hey
and
yo.
then
That's
and then
right.
I did,
Pokemon's
and
fucking
then
lit.
yeah, I
yes.
went to Pokemon tournaments, and then they had a Pokemon Stadium tournament. I'm like, oh. And I'm like, Dad. I'm like, my dad had an N64. Dad, you still have Pokemon Stadium?
Ooh,
He's
that's
like, oh yeah,
fire.
it's in the drawer. I'm like, really? It was in a box, like still brand new. I'm like, I don't want to
Brand
open
new,
it.
dang.
It was still brand new.
That's
Pokemon
actually
Stadium for the
so fire, bro.
N64. So what I did, I went online, bought another copy because I didn't want to open that one. Then
That's
went back
awesome,
into
dude.
went back into Pokemon Stadium, started doing tournaments up, and then after that, that transitioned into FPS games and fighting games. So
I like
The,
it.
the fighting scene and competitive is crazy.
It really
it's
is.
crazy for
Dude, the
It is very
Smash
crazy.
players are nuts. Like the first game I officially competed in was
Oh.
a Smash tournament, and God, those people, I'm just gonna call this out. They do not shower. They
Nah, dude, they don't. Like,
don't.
bro, I entered a
I know.
GameStop tournament for Ultimate, bro, and I actually left early, which really sucks because I got like defaulted third place,
Oh really?
Mm,
like out of like 16 people. I was like, fuck.
Good job.
But go ahead, Grizzly. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah.
oh no, you're good, you're good. Knowing that, like, cause like, listen, we just recently
Recently,
hosted a Smash tournament, and damn, they show no mercies.
they
I'll say
really
that.
don't show any mercy. It's like I think what they like to like picture it, like saying if there's like professional like Smash players who want to continue it, I think their mindset
Mhm.
is like they're always playing. This is like their grand finals, I think that's just the general mindset for any esports. Like this is your grand finals. This is your round 11, map 5, third map, round like overtime. Like this is everything. So I think, but I feel like with fighting games, they have it like more in depth with them because a lot of esports players like league matches are league matches, but each time like one wrong move and you could get
Severely punished.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
It also like the mechanics of like each fighting game is different. So like if you let's just like jump around. Like let's say like, oh, you got really good at Street Fighter, but oh my god, Dragon Ball Fighters caught your attention. It's a whole different ball game, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, you know what? Tekken's coming out. Let me switch to Tekken.
Yeah.
Whole different thing. There's only like I think 2 people who are like stupidly good at everything, and that's Sonic Fox and Goichi. Like they're the only 2 people I know in like who like compete that are just the best of the best. They're the only 2. Well, other than like I think is what's his name, Lil Majin, I think, like the guy who plays like King in Tekken.
Yeah.
Dude, that guy is cracked all out of nowhere, like years ago. But like that guy was solid at fighting games.
Lil Majin as King. Oh, I remember that.
Oh my god.
Like he took it to like he
took
was probably
King
gonna
to
be
the
better
fight.
than like Sonic Fox, dude.
Yeah.
I think with Smash, did you guys watch like the Ultimate Invitational, like when like the game was first announced, like at E3, and then it was like that There was an invitational where I think it was Zero, Mango. I can't remember.
That makes sense. That Mango's there. That makes sense.
Mango was a really good. I think it was in an Optic tournament, like a Melee tournament.
Is Mango Cloud9
I think Mango was Cloud9
or Luminosity?
I
don't remember, but he's on one of them, I believe.
He's on the team with the blue shade.
He's blue something.
What's up?
Cool.
Oh, that.
It's very medicine-y, the original.
I guess the next thing is what was like for both of you guys. What was like the start of esports? Like, did you guys like just start it from like? Was it from like a friend that told you about it? Did you just find out about it yourself, or was it something that like you got invited to as like, oh, he's a really good player, let's invite him to this like tournament?
My life started with I remember like my first COD online was Black Ops 2. And I'm telling you right now, like if you think of the most dog shit player you've ever seen, I was under that guy. Right? So I think I had a 0.31 KD, something like that, 0.3 something, like from playing Black Ops 2. I was like prestige 2 level, whatever.
Yeah.
And then I started playing with my friends more and more, and I'm like, God, I'm so fucking trash at this game, dude. Like, COD is just not for me. And then I just kept playing it over and over. I'm like, oh, like I'm starting to get pretty decent. And I think at the end of BO2, like I hit like prestige 6, and I think I had a 1.4 at the end from a 0.3.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Really good.
And then kept going from there, and like my first big break was like going into Black Ops 3. So like the transition from Advanced Warfare to Black Ops 3. And,
Still jetpack era.
Yeah. Basically, the jetpack era was my golden era because from Advanced Warfare, that's when I was getting like reached out by like YouTube sponsors and stuff at the time. Like back then, when 100 subs like could get you money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think I had like 150 at the time or whatever. It's not like I have much now because like I have a dead channel that I don't use. But like so I was making money from there, and then I think it was like the Ultimate Gaming Network reached out to me like in like YouTube DMs or whatever the fuck they were at the time. I signed up with them. I had ad revenue from them along with like whatever they were paying me plus whatever sponsorships I did. Black Ops 3 for sure really like took it for me because I would do these kill montages where I'd play a game. I don't care what fucking gun I'm using. Like let's say like the VMP. Like I'll get like 30 kills, and I'll literally just put the kills only in that whole thing and put some music behind it. And then people would be like, bro, these aren't even clips. Like, this is stupid. And I'm like, yeah, but you fucking watched it.
Good point.
I'm like, I don't give a fuck. You watched it. You clicked on the video, dumbass.
Not clickbait.
Not clickbait, but you clicked on it, so.
Yeah, exactly.
I
And
clicked on
then
it.
yeah, and then I started playing ranked in Black Ops 3. And that's when I like figured out like, oh, I'm actually pretty decent at this game. I have a above a 2.0 KD. Like I think I actually have a shot at this. Like, like imagine being in a TDM and going 47-0. That's one of my videos. I went 47-0 in a TDM. Like the
That's
score was
crazy.
100 to like 17, 100 to 13.
Yeah,
You
that's
you
nuts.
were piecing
know?
on them.
Oh, dude, I was a god. Like if you gave me the Razorback and ranked, you guys were fucked. I don't care where you're at. I'll cross map you. No doubt in my fucking mind, you're done.
The
Yeah.
Razorback.
But
was
yeah,
broken.
Razorback was
so
broken.
that was the real start of like my esports journey, and then like getting onto like smaller teams. Like I was on Square One. I made Exotic Clan in 2016. Natrix Uprising I was on for a little bit, and then of course all the other teams like Noriaim, Sakai. Now where I'm on ID, like stuff like that.
Mhm. That's pretty good.
So for me, I got kind of blessed.
Oh, he got the he got
Yeah,
blessed.
I
He
got-
says
I
quote
got-
unquote.
I got kind of blessed because
Hold on,
this
let me
was,
drink
like,
my medicine real quick.
This was the era of like.
Let me chug my medicine first.
So
and
we
then
had
blackout.
so we had MLG, which was like the main platform, and then
Mhm.
UMG came out a little bit
Mhm.
later. So when UMG came out, I liked UMG format a lot better than game battles at the time, and a lot
UMG
of people
format was
didn't
a lot
know
better.
that like UMG kids, I'm gonna be honest, were fucking easy compared to GB kids. I think everyone can confirm this, but
Yeah.
I
Our
met
group.
this kid who was like 13, and his name was Cookie Monster, and he was like top 13 on like XPs. The kid was cracked, and then he introduced me to competitive. So he's a 13-year-old taught me like BO2 competitive, and it was just onward from there.
I got
Obviously,
Brooks
we
teaching
played
me.
a little bit in Ghost,
I know I did teach you for
and then he just
Cold War.
disappeared after that. So, but I don't know. I would say like Ghost. Ghost was really fun. I played a lot of locals in Ghost, and then I would say my peak would probably be AW, and this is like way before. When was the age change? That was AW, right?
Black Ops 3.
Black Ops 3 was the age change.
Really?
Because
thought it
I
AW.
was no, because I was gonna compete at 17 going into Black Ops 3, and then they changed it to 18, so I couldn't compete for Black Ops
Okay.
3.
So, anyways,
I did,
so
but
I slammed a couple of tourneys in Ghost, did a little bit of BO2, but I would say AW was probably the peak. Me. So I'm a little jetpack nerd, and I met Kirko. He's absolutely cracked, and we just did XPs, money eights, online tourneys for Twitter, and we just run them through. Like it was crazy. Then after that, I just decided to focus on school because of the age gap came out, and like I just didn't want to do it anymore because like
That's
just
fair.
got burnt out after that, and just wanted to focus on like learning the business aspect of things. So
We are gonna talk about in a bit because right now the CDL and all the other leagues are Overwatch League, CDL.
yeah,
oh god, dude. Speaking of Overwatch, that was the voted game for this week's video.
oh god,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, so I'm playing Overwatch.
But yeah, so onwards to my career a little bit, just to wrap it up. But like no one in school, like no one in high school, like knew what I did. I kept my Twitter like private because I didn't want people to treat me different, obviously. And then like when people found out, they were like, you're never gonna like make it or whatever." And then like it was just shocking that I put in the hard work. My family was like, well, my mom was always supportive, right? But my dad, on the other hand, he was like, unless you're not making money, you're wasting your time. So I was like, okay. So I was like, can we go to this LAN? I got a team ready to go. And we won 3 local LANs back to back in North Carolina. So, and then my dad actually changed his mind after that. So it was a really good feeling, and it's always nice to have family support when you actually show them the progress
Mm-hmm.
that you put in. I think one time that we had to do like eights because we were a little bit low on pro points, and he actually came in the room one night. I didn't even know because I was just so locked in. He was watching me play. So,
I think it just happens. Like your parents just walk in and you're like already locked.
Yeah.
And then you
Oh,
turn
dude.
around, you're just like, huh?
yeah.
Oh, dude, no, that happened to me. I was in a Black Ops 3, fucking game battles match. I didn't know that my mom and dad came in the room and they were just watching me, and like
Yeah.
I had my headphones on. I basically had that daisy chain shit. I had the earphones underneath the headphones. I had the Elgato chat link in, all that bullshit. I was going in, yelling call outs, everything.
Did you
Wait,
ever,
I'm like, let's fucking go. And then they were behind me and they're like, ah, and like I jumped.
This is gonna sound weird, but did you guys ever do like the actual LAN setup for the headphones where you actually had to put the earbuds in and
No.
like put the
Yep.
headphones?
I did.
Yeah,
Yep.
those.
Yep.
I
Wait,
did that. I did that for. I did a year.
I
I
hated
did that for
shit.
I did that for CWL Anaheim.
Oh yeah,
that
you're
shit
at
was
Anaheim.
annoying.
Yeah, for Playpool. Because I told you the story of what happened at
Yeah.
Anaheim for me. It was bullshit.
Yeah. It was the
I
same
was a
story like
pickup
us with
player.
UGX.
Dude, I was a pickup player. Like, so a team needed one more person because their fourth couldn't make it or whatever bullshit. I stepped up. I was like, fuck it, I don't know you guys. Let's go. And then for whatever reason, I'm the IGL, not knowing any of these fuckers, and I'm the one telling you what to do. So we get to SND because at the time it was like best of 3. So we're already down 1 map, right? We pick it up for map 2. Now it's SND map 3.
What was the map 3? What was map 3 if you remember it?
Oh, I don't fucking remember the map. All I remember is we're down 0-5 in SND. And I'm like, okay, like, shut the fuck up and listen to what I have to say. Now, boom, now we're 5-5. Everyone's like, oh yeah, whatever. They get cocky as fuck. I'm like, guys, you gotta keep your composure. Let's fucking win this shit. And they're like, nah, dude, we got this. We split off. 3 go B. I'm by myself A. They die to a single Semtex. 1 Semtex kills all 3. I'm in a 1v4 situation.
Oh,
I kill 3. Bomb is planted at some point. I kill 3. Can't find the 4th. I find him, kill him, no time to defuse. And that was like semis, like semifinal. And I was like, there's no way you idiots just cost me $14,000 and I'm a pickup player who had to
Was this
lead
like
you in this.
Was this a losers bracket run too?
Yep.
Damn.
Nah.
And I'm like, I was like, bro, there's no fucking way you idiots didn't listen to me.
The Omni-Man to me, it's just like...
Mm.
I fucking like nearly clutched up by myself.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck you guys. Like after that, I'm like, bro, I'm like, you're all like basically in my head, I'm like, you're all fucking
Yeah,
fired.
I gotta
I'm like,
censor a lot of the F words of this because YouTube is very strict on that.
For real. But I was like, bro, there's no fucking way that you idiots fuck me like that, right?
I gotta do a lot of censoring for the YouTube. Okay.
No. As long as it's not within the first 7
Oh, yeah,
seconds,
that's
they don't
true.
care.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's only 7 seconds, so you don't have to worry about that.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Nah,
But I was like, bro,
that is not. First of all, you should be proud of yourself for a pickup player to get picked up and then IGL and bringing them to a round 11, and then for your teammates to cost you, like that's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
made me fucking sad.
To this day.
Still this day, dude. I'll never forget these idiots. I don't remember their names. I just,
I remember their faces.
That's it. I mean,
That's it.
um,
I mean, for us, or for me and Grizzy, the UGX, and I've already told this story on like stream and all that stuff. It was just that we went to the tournament. We signed up like a week in advance. No, was it a week in advance or was it 2 weeks, Grizzy?
2 weeks in advance.
We signed up 2 weeks in advance, and they're hosting it again. But they haven't said anything on COD. But we want to get redemption for it because we didn't show out. But the problem is we got to the event. The teams were already chalked. Like they didn't know whose team was on which, so they took them. It took like an hour because our tournament was supposed to like start at like 12. They did not start until like 2:30
Ooh.
because teams were trucked. Then the second, then they change it to from a best of 3 to a one and done.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
So pretty much, and there was no, it was all like single bracket. So if you lost, you're done.
Yeah, it's
All
one
one
and
and
done.
done.
It
One and
sounds like my
dones.
Halo tourney that I did after Thanksgiving.
Oh no,
Hey, but those you won.
you
I did win. Got yeah. Top 4 people won. We were supposed to like burst it out in the second round, but the prize pool wasn't as like good. So
yeah. So
But you won.
you won.
mhm.
Yeah, but we played. We put on a show for everyone else because everyone like that. I will say this, and everyone was looking at this. Everyone was getting 6-0'd. Like there were unbalanced teams. We were the only team that showed out, and I kid you not, whoever won that match was gonna go play in the semifinals and grand finals, and they did.
Mhm.
The team that beat us went to semis.
Mhm.
But like, I get it. But the thing is, don't do a gunfight tournament. Those are checked.
It's not as like I did that in 2019 for MW.
That's
I
true.
did a
but
gunfight tournament.
I think a lot of people really want, if they want to like show like their like pro player material, they would do like S&D or hardpoint tournaments. We don't do control because control
Yeah.
sucks. It still
You have to,
sucks
though.
to this day.
Dude, honestly, I would love
Happy.
hardpoint one and done tourneys, bro.
Yes, dude.
I don't mind
That'd be crazy.
hardpoint. I don't mind Surge.
And search either, yeah.
I want to hear those story on his tournament because apparently he won it.
Yeah, so
I gotta-
this is
I gotta hear
crazy.
this.
So
Mhm.
so keep in mind this was like a small tourney where I actually got invited by someone who streams. Thank you, Mr. Ages. She actually told me about the tourney coming up. So apparently the server I joined in, there are a whole bunch of Halo nerds. I was like, word, because COD was dying. Well, COD is still dying.
Not yet.
But Halo was still, still kind of good, still doing okay. And so I was like, okay, I'll see how I do. Why not? It's not gonna hurt me. It's gonna give me a little bit of exposure anyway, and it's free. Like it's free entry. I don't have to buy in. But the thing is, it's like a draft, so it's like you don't know who you're gonna get. So you can get like a really good player or a really bad player who doesn't play on the six at all. So I think it was like 12 or 16 people, and the prize pool was like $500. I also donated to the tourney too.
So I want my money back somewhat.
Yeah, I got some of my money back, yeah, which is actually hilarious. But the person that I actually versed was my old teammate that I did scrims with.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. And it was funny because he was like, "Yo, you're actually back and playing?" And I was like, "Yeah, just for the tourney though, because COD's not out yet." So, and the sad thing was I was trying to practice, and like no one wanted to scrim. Like no one wanted to scrim, and I was like, okay, like I'm actually trying to make a good performance. Obviously, the tournament starts, but he said that we can veto like any map or do arena and like or octagon. So octagon is like this big octagon shape, and it's just you and your gun, and we can like veto or whatever it is. But it was a bloodbath. I mean, I've won with like what 0 seconds on the clock or 3 seconds on the clock.
It was
It was
something
like
like that.
it was like 50 to 48, so I almost lost
Damn.
in front of like 80 people on stream.
But you won.
Yeah, still won.
You won though. That's what matters.
But he said next time, whenever if there is gonna be a next time, I haven't really heard anything back. There is going to be a actual bracket and a round 2 of like the top 4 players duking it out.
Wow.
Semifinals.
Semifinals, yeah,
Semifinals.
because that's
Love-
what we
love
were
to see it.
supposed to have.
That would be
But
awesome.
Yep.
I was blessed because I versed the keyboard and mouse nerd, and he
Oh,
was
no.
really good. So it's not just that I'm going against. I'm also going against keyboard and mouse players
Yep.
in the bracket too. So
Yep.
yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed it.
Wait, I never asked this to Grizzy. Grizzy, what was your ever like first tournament? like first tournament, and what was the tournament besides ours that was like super chalked?
Oh, oh, you know what's chalk? Okay, this was back 2014.
Ooh.
Um, I'm a wee teenager. I'm barely entering teens, and I'm like, oh, okay, Pokemon tournament. Not that bad, right? Not that bad. There was a two-time national champion. I'm like, shit. Okay, I'm like, you know what? If I have to go against him, I die. I'll do something. Turns out, I think he left his master. I think he left his master's deck, and he had to use some random backup deck. I'm like, oh,
no.
okay. I think we go like to like best of threes or best of fives. I don't remember. And then so it was 2-2. Final play. All I have is a Bidoof and a Squirtle. And those are like
Oh.
my only cards in my hand. I'm like, oh shit.
That goes
You
hard.
know what? Fuck it.
That goes hard.
I Bidoof him out. I hit him with the headbutt, and then I had a what was it? I had a trainer card. Forgot what it did, but I think it would it after that Bidoof headbutt, he was confused. I'm like shit. He was confused. Flip coin, double damage. Okay, now it's his turn.
Crazy.
He flipped to go back to regular to normal. Misses the flip. Okay, does giga attack, and I'm like, oh, that one shots by Bidoof, misses, and then it hits him back. So it misses and just hits him right back, dies. I'm like, did I just beat a national champion? He's like, yeah. I don't know, young me. I ran to my
That's
dad.
fucking
I'm like,
amazing, dude.
I mean, he must have given you your props though. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
yeah, he gave me props for that. He was the one that actually, and then what was it? That was semifinals, but I lost finals. I lost finals, so
Ah, rep.
I mean, that's
Damn.
still good.
That's still
You
good.
wouldn't have beaten me if I brought my real deck.
I would have brought my deck with
Yeah.
my
If I had all my good cards, you would have been fucked.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Crazy though.
I remember their post was like,
That's
"Bidoof
like
for the
that's like
win."
the biggest ego. Oh, I'm not gonna use my OP deck. Let me
I'm gonna
get
use
my
some
backup."
random deck that I have
Look at my
here.
backup.
What are you, Nate shot?
Oh.
It's not like he's ever gonna see this fucking clip. It don't matter.
Tweets it out the next day.
Over here trying to be on 100 Thieves, and I fucking roast him about the HBR, dude.
He's talking about the HBR.
And he's just like, "You'll never be on 100 Thieves." And I'm like, "But all the money I spent in your company." I've been playing the trading card game, but I don't know where any of my. They're here somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, I retired from the trading. I retired from Pokemon tournaments.
Well, I think the next big question is with esports technically and just competing and all this stuff. What do you guys think about where the league, like the league, like just for like one Call of Duty, but all the other leagues in general? Because the only leagues that are like staying alive right now are like ALGS, Valorant, Rocket League, Overwatch is like dead. And that,
Sure.
Overwatch is pretty fucked.
Overwatch is dead, and then the Call of Duty League is dead. So what do you think would happen in like the next few years? Because this deal that they made with YouTube kind of solidifies that they're in desperate need of money.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll let Brooks discuss all that, and I'll give you the big brain stuff.
Like if I go small brain,
the
right,
player
in terms of like,
Player perspective.
bitch, do you not consider me a player?
That's what I
fuck?
said. That's what I said. Coming from a player perspective. Yeah.
Oh, I was like,
That's
the
why
fuck you
that's why I
mean?
wanted you to speak first.
I mean, let's go with it's definitely fucking chalked. In 2019, the move to franchise was probably the worst idea possible. Like, cause so let's go with you're not a big fucking player, right?
Mhm.
You're just doing your own fucking thing. You go with your friends. The team passes were like 250, right? You could easily divide that amongst everybody. I think right now it's 350. Like they upped it $100, which still isn't bad, right? Or maybe it's like 400 something. But think of like the regular teams. Like you had teams like Mind Freak, right? Like you had the smaller teams, even though they still competed in the CDL or the
Orbit
CWL
GG.
or like Orbit or whatever. You know, like there was a shit ton of teams. I think it was like 30,000 to get a spot originally for CWL. Now that it's franchised, it's 100 million to get in a fucking slot, and that's if it's open. Because I think if there's only 12 fucking slots,
Yeah,
Mhm.
there's only 12 spots, and I know.
so
My-
that's why it's awful, dude. It's like so let's also bring the tournaments back into it, right? When it comes down to usually it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday you would have like 3 to 4 matches still,
Mm.
right? Because like you do the semis, you do the finals, you do all that. Now with franchise, you get finals, you get the last 2 teams, best of 9, and if it's a blowout, your day is done. You were there for like an hour and a half. And
That
that's
was
it.
champs. That was legit me at champs.
That was champs. Wait, hold up. You can continue. I just have a phone call.
So like with champs, for the one I went to, my parents like were expecting they're gonna be out like around like 4. We got out like at like 2, and they're like, "What happened?" New York 5-0'd.
I remember that.
New York 5-0'd. But what were you gonna say, those?
I hate the best of 9 format. I'm gonna be real with you.
Yeah.
I usually say
the-
9 reset.
The
Yeah.
2 best of 5s with the advantage is like if you're coming through winners bracket is awesome.
Mhm.
Because best of 9 is just so fucking long. dude.
It's very drawn out. It's only the same 3 game modes. Obviously you could do the pick and ban with your maps.
like what was the first best of 9? Like freaking X Games? Or was that best
No,
of 7?
best of 7.
Okay,
I
okay,
believe.
fine.
And then for CWL, it was just best of 5, and then bracket reset.
Mhm.
Yeah, bracket reset.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bracket reset.
And then with this one, they went back to the best of 9 in Vanguard. No,
Mhm.
hmm
was it in Vanguard or was it Cold War?
I think it's whenever they franchised, it was best of 9 because I could have sworn they did it for MW 2019.
Okay, so it was back for franchise.
I could have sworn that it was 2019. If not, then it would be Cold War.
Yeah,
Because in
'cause
Vanguard, I think Thieves took it, right?
Thieves took it. They won back to back. Major 4.
Yeah, we
and the
got-
champs.
Yeah, we got Major Foreign champs, and then MW2. I don't. What was it? NYSL. I think
Yeah,
that won champs.
And myself won champs.
Yeah.
5-0.
Yeah.
But that year
Yeah,
they
that was
also had.
depressing.
But that year for the majors, they had it at best of 4. Unlike in Vanguard, all the grand finals were in best of 5 for all the majors and champs. But
So
for
it was just
MW
first to 3. I don't remember that happening.
It was
in
first to
Vanguard.
7. No, for the
No, 'cause
match.
I remember. No, it was 9 because I remember specifically watching Thieves, and I forgot. I think it was against FaZe. We were 4-0,
Yeah.
and then now we're 4-2, and then we won 5-2.
Yeah.
So it's best of 9.
No, but that's what I'm saying. But it was just MW2. It was just champs that was best of 9. For the majors of MW2, it was best of 7 for the grand finals. So it was like 4-3, 4-2, whatever. Cause
Yeah.
that was a lot worse. Like I kid you not, because it was like hard point search control, then search control
It
or
was-
control
was something like
search.
that.
Because I know
It
the
was
last two
something
were
like
like
that.
control search, and I was like, huh? Why are we playing like 3 controls? Like the control is bad. Like I'm honestly like in my opinion, they should just bring back capture the flag, or heck, I'll even take Dom because Dom was way better than what we got now.
Yeah. I miss Uplink though. Uplink was lit.
Yes, uplink.
Uplink was good. Like,
Yeah. Uplink was fun in Black Ops 3. Well, the thing is back before the franchise, you had so many more like modes for like competitive.
Now
know?
it's like
Like, cause I think like wasn't Domination one of them back then?
yeah, for
Or-
Ghost.
oh yeah, for
Yeah, for
Ghost.
Ghost, it was Dom, Hardpoint,
'Cause
Search.
We had Dom, Hardpoint. No. So we
Search
had
and
Dom.
Rescue, I think, was one of them too.
It was Dom,
at the time.
Search, and Blitz.
Blitz. Oh, dude,
Doesn't Halo do
fuck
that?
Blitz.
Halo like
I fucking hated Blitz.
Halo. What does Halo do for their matches? I know it's Oddball,
So they have
Slayer,
Oddball, Slayer, King of the Hill, and
Capture the Flag, right?
yeah, they have
Yeah.
this. They have this new mode called Extraction.
Slayer.
So what Extraction is? It's like you put this like this pod down or whatever, and you have to defend the area for a certain amount of time, and you go to the next spot.
Yeah.
And then, but the only way to like capture it or whatever, you have to like kill the team or like get
I'll be
the
right back.
transfer the extraction over to your side, or basically to your color.
No, that's weird.
So yeah, it's very weird, but it's like if you do the extraction either way, you lose the ability to move your character and you can't shoot.
Oh, what?
Yep.
What? No way.
Yep. So it's a really different pace. I mean, I like it. But yeah, it was just really interesting.
That's really interesting because for Control, I know our spawns for because we were scrimming it today, just in pubs, and the spawns were still checked because you don't spawn out. You don't spawn over by like their spawn. They could still like spawn trap you and just get in the hill. Like there's nothing to like take over. Unlike
Right.
unlike Hardpoint.
I mean, I like Halo because you have more variety of game modes and you don't know what you're gonna play.
yeah,
Because like for COD, it's the same. It's the same thing.
It's the same 3 game modes.
But for Halo, it's like you have multiple different game modes. I wish COD would do that, but you know they're probably never going to do that.
Wasn't it
Okay, I'm
like
back.
the first day when we were trying to Grizzly, the first day of beta, where we were like wondering if Control was still gonna be a game mode, and then we tested it like first day, and we were like debating like, is this even worth playing? And we're just like, no.
Yeah. Really like nah.
Because
Yeah.
I mean, if I would like, I wish they would put like Hardpoint. I mean, they could like Hardpoint, test out Dom, Search, and Control, and then CTF.
Facts.
That would be good. Because
So-
Vanguard, I think they were talking about it on the Optic podcast. They were thinking like it was gonna be Hardpoint, Search, Search.
Mhm.
For their best of 5 because for a second they thought they were gonna start off with a search, and I was like, if you start off with a search in a match, you are checked. Because you could drop a donut and like go like 0-6 and you're like, alright, I'm done.
Yeah.
And then playing a
But-
respawn mode with that? Nah.
But I would say, anyways, for the whole esports economy as a whole, COVID really screwed it up. I'm,
For sure.
like, I'm gonna be real about this whole like subject.
Mhm.
I had a gut feeling about this for a long time that I knew the economy was going to crash. I have warned people about this, and we're talking about like, we're talking about tier 2 orgs like Orbit, Winchester Wolves, Reciprocity, United, like United closed.
Envy.
Yeah,
remember that.
well, Envy
Mhm.
merged.
Envy.
So that
Yeah,
doesn't
Envy
really
merged.
Oh,
count.
yeah.
Well, Envy is with Optic now, right?
Yeah, Envy's with
Yeah.
Optic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, as like I'm with another brand at the time, I told him, I was like, hey, I think like, we need to stop spending on all of our money on the CS:GO team and focus on content. And he was like, no, I think we're okay. Like we'll be fine. And I was like, okay, like, you're gonna bite your word because
Mhm.
once like bigger teams, like, I mean, we're talking about like Team War, like everybody knows who Team War is, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Team
Yeah.
War, like the owner had a video saying that they had to like step out of competitive COD because the market crashed and sponsors like sorry, excuse me. Sponsors were not paying like their full portion. They were like cutting it to save money.
Mhm.
So they had to cut costs on the CDL because of their budget, and they've never had to do that.
Yeah.
Luckily, War kind of stayed okay because they did content.
That's good.
But this happened. This is crazy. This happened the second that I like got fired from
Mm.
from the org that I was with.
No way.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it was like I was like, I told you, bro. And they, I don't know how they're doing now, but I mean, Heck said it completely right. I think that any org, if you're big or small, regardless of tiers, you should do content first and build the fan base and try to
Mhm.
build the reputation first and then go into
Facts.
esports, because if you just focus on the esports structure and not focus on content and the brand, you're losing money.
For
But
sure.
like you're still losing money regardless anyway, because it's esports and they take a huge cut
They
in
really do.
tax depending on the state. So
Facts.
after all this, after as soon as like the founder and owner of War posted that video, Winchester's closed, Orbit GG is gone, E United
Oh shit, was that?
closed, Reciprocity closed after like
Ooh, I
COVID was
remember
over.
reciprocity.
Like all these tier two orgs that I knew,
Mhm.
like they
Yeah.
closed, like everybody lost their jobs and they've never came back. Which is unfortunate because it's like waking up one day and you're losing your job. So it just sucks. And so I hope that like I hope this year the economy will be better.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, and sponsors will be more better and not cut costs. But I say it all the time. Just please, just don't focus on esports so much.
Facts.
Please, unless you're like financially okay, then go ahead and do it. But like, there's a good way to like do it,
Mm.
and there's a bad way. Like obviously,
Facts.
like I
Give
would
me a
say the
moment.
cheapest. Well, I wouldn't say the cheapest, but like I would say the most safe route is like Rocket League or fighting games.
Mhm.
Like those are really light budget esports games. But we're talking like what you want to hop in Valorant, CS:GO, COD. Yeah,
Mhm.
you're shocked. There's
Facts.
no way.
Facts.
That's just my opinion. But
Yeah, I agree.
so as
I'm
the
sorry, I'm back,
whole
I'm back.
esports thing as a whole, I really wish the community would do its part. Like I wish there was more community tournaments again on Twitter. Um, just to kind of support everybody until the
Mhm.
market's better again. Especially these bigger orgs that used to host online tourneys and
Yeah.
for everyone to enter. I would like to see that back, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know if they're ever gonna do it. They should. I think it's really necessary. Um, but yeah, I think esports is in trouble, and if there's no like market change to where it's better, or if like CDL or any other esports doesn't like support it, and the support that I'm talking about is development support.
Mm.
Like how Valve like sponsors their prize pool money for CS:GO, and you have also Dota. Um, I really wish that companies would support their game and also support. My favorite thing is crowdfunding. Can we please do crowdfunding? Um,
Yeah, yeah.
like please, like because like Halo Ward. I don't know if you knew this, but Halo Worlds, like the first one, was what 1 point. It was a lot. It was like a 1.5 $1 million tourney.
Mhm.
So what 343 did, I think it was like last minute, they accepted crowdfunding. Even though like I'm hugely against microtransactions, they're literally ass. But they accepted crowdfunding and they used that, the the microtransaction money and put it towards the Halo tourney, and they raised it to $2.5 million. So imagine if they did that to COD, like or like COD. Come on now,
True.
like it's
It's
not
just
that
the problem
hard.
is the only game,
It's-
like the only company that has
or
officially
any other game.
like the only company that is willing to do it and has been super pleased with the community is Treyarch. Treyarch is
Yeah,
the
Treyarch.
only ones that
Mhm.
wanted to do it.
Yep.
Infinity Ward doesn't care because at this point they don't even know what they're doing. I don't
True.
even know what they're smoking over there, but they're smoking something.
Oh
because-
well, next year's game is gonna suck regardless.
Yeah, go for it.
So go for it. Like I thought we were getting Black Ops 2 remastered, but
We
That's
are,
in-
but that's in
yeah.
2025.
That's until the following. Yeah.
oh, okay, yeah. No, you're right. It is the following game. But
And then-
That's
here's
gonna
the
be a
thing,
double
right?
Treyarch.
Supposedly,
It's
Yeah.
gonna be a double
but we'll
Treyarch.
find out.
Well, no, that was the new agreement. For like since Modern Warfare 2, the new agreement is you get 2
Mhm.
years of the same dev. That's why we had
Oh.
MW2 and then MW3. Then we'll have Gulf War and then Black Ops 2 remastered.
That's gonna be
Mhm.
sick.
And then I think we get
And
2
then
years of Sledgehammer.
AW2.
AW2.
And then AW2.
We will
Oh
never
my
get
God.
Advanced Warfare 2,
we will,
baby.
No,
we will never get AW2.
Yeah, we are. What do you mean?
Wait, we are.
No,
We
dude, you know
are.
what I want? You know what I want? Give me AW2, and then the following year, give me Ghost 2, because I want to know what happens to Ghost.
That would be a good one.
That would be
Give
good.
me Ghost 2.
That would
Because
be crazy.
fuck multiplayer and Ghost, but I want to know what happens to Logan.
Yes.
That was a huge cliffhanger. Yeah.
Here's just
But
cliffhanger.
yeah, just to like go back on subject, I mean I don't know it. I mean I can't predict the future, but like I
Hmm.
hope esports will be at a better spot because it's like, I mean it's our baby. It's like you're gonna throw esports out the water and we have to start from bare bones again. I mean,
Yeah.
possibly. I
Awesome.
mean Scump said, well, on the Opted podcast they were like, I mean, we might as well chalk people's budgets. There might need to be like a whole reset of whole esports in general. That would
Mhm.
suck. That would really suck.
Yeah, it would.
What?
But
That would.
I mean, by the looks of it, it seems like it might have to happen at this point. So
Yeah,
I just don't know what
depends.
games are gonna be hit because
Yeah.
I know the game, like the games that I know that are possibly safe is Rocket League, fighting games usually, and Val is doing great. CS:GO is doing great. Dota's fine. League of Legends is fine. It's just like,
Anything with Riot
Are-
and Riot games is fine.
yeah, Riot or Valve is fine. It's like
Riot Valve's fine.
Mhm.
it's like our games that we love, like COD, because MLG is closing, and
Well,
Halo
it's-
and Gears.
it's
is-
mainly the shooter genre
It's
that
shooter
is
genre,
kind
yeah.
of like chalk.
It's chalked.
You know, like Fortnite competitive.
Oh
like,
yeah, and Fortnite's
is
fine
pretty
because of
fucking
Epic.
dead.
Yeah.
But
Like the only
Epic Games
comp
supports
is
it.
fucking no, yeah. But all you got are cash cups, so that's
that's true.
equivalent to our
Cash
like
cups
game
and
battles, right?
Yeah, cash cups and
Mhm.
FNCS, but FNCS happens like at the end of the season, and
No,
that's
but
like
that's what I'm
oh.
saying. No. But yeah, so they have FNCS, right? But that's essentially just a bigger cash cup. Like,
Yeah.
remember how we like? I don't remember. This was during like
Did
the
they ever
very
do
first
the
chapter. We did what
Yeah.
was it?
Did they ever do the Fortnite World Cup thing, that big LAN again?
Yes.
Like
we
ever
no,
again?
No, we
it was
never
only
done
the
it.
one
No.
time.
That was
Oh,
only that
wow.
one time.
World Cup was the one time, and that's what I'm saying. I'm like, that's how fast Fortnite died in terms of comp. Is they
Ah, okay.
only had one major event, and now they dumbed it down to cash cups every week.
Cash cups every
Yeah,
week,
it's
and then FNCS at the end of every season.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like I understand creators still doing their stuff, but at the same time, it's like they don't have events like COD, they don't have events like Gears, they don't have Halo, stuff like that. Like did you notice that like a lot of the teams are dropping their Fortnite players because there's nothing for them?
Most of the Fortnite
There-
players are
there's
just
no
being
money
on
to be
their
won.
own and not getting
Yeah,
sideboards.
there's nothing, dude.
I
Well,
know.
and on top of that, like the Fortnite players that are probably on their own, they're making more money because they don't have to pay they don't have to do a
There's no
cut with the
percentage.
brand.
Yeah,
there,
there's no
there,
percentage.
there isn't a
no
percentage.
I know Booga's on freaking.
Is he's
GG?
still on Sentinels?
No, he's on Digi.
Oh no, he left.
He went to.
Oh, Dignitas?
Yeah, Indigenous.
So,
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah, they went
Yeah.
to. He went to them. I know Cease is now on Outlaws.
Cease. Oh God, Cease and Elevate.
Oh,
What a team.
no.
I mean, they created their own company, 411.
What a fucking duo at the time.
They were like, I
But
even tweeted
yeah.
at them. They were like, 100
my
Thieves like
God.
quoted like, "Hey yo, what esports do you miss?" I was like, I miss the old Cease and Elevate duo on Fortnite, and they liked my tweet. They're like, facts, because it was a really good duo. Like they were like the face of it, somewhat. And then,
Yeah, at the time.
and then the game was just dying. The movement, like the movement got so checked. Like the game, like everything in the game, like with the whole new changes, a lot of the pros just couldn't take it. And then when Valorant
Facts.
came out, a lot of them went to Valorant. I know Benji went to Val. Elevate tried
Oh,
Val.
Benji
but
Fishy.
Yeah, Benji Fishy went to Val.
Yeah.
I know Elevate tried Val for a bit, but then he stopped.
Mm,
Arkham's doing Val as well.
yeah.
So there are a lot of Fortnite pros that just said, I'm done with Fortnite, and then went to Val because Val was looking more promising. And it is more promising. So, like, esports really has to, like, really dig up a lot of. They got to find something.
I mean,
Because-
it's either that or like we just need a complete reset of like everything, budgets, like crowdfunding support, dev
Mhm.
support
That's
needs to
important.
be better.
And we
Mhm.
cannot
Um,
be like charging like $1 million for a buyout.
Yeah, that's
That's
yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
Like
That's
I
insane.
get like players are good, but not $1 million buyout good.
Yeah, it's insane.
True.
Like Shotzi, $10 million, Scrap, $1 million, Pred as well. Like, brother, like we don't have to spend that much money.
It's true though. But at the same time, it's like, like the thing about it, right? Like for example, with like, let's just go with $1 million buyout. Like, let's say you buy a player for $1 million. You're not even paying the player like even a percentage of that. You're paying the fucking org that
No.
money to get that player. That player saw nothing with the
Because
buyout.
they're dead. Like they're in the negative.
The negatives.
Like even if you
You
win
know?
lands, like you're still not gonna make that much
Oh
money.
wait, I saw
So-
a tweet or something. It was like challengers.
I could literally break down the money for you on winning champs.
Bro, I want to hear this.
So let's make it simple, right? Let's just say the check for champs is $1 million,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
50% goes to Uncle Sam. So now you're left with 500,000. Let's say the org takes, like, I don't know what the cut is, but let's be an ass and just say another 50%.
Damn.
So now you're down to 250,000. Now let's
Mhm.
divide it amongst all the players and their coach. That's divided by 5. You walked away with 50K winning $1 million.
Yep.
That's how much money you made in that weekend, was 50K. Don't get me wrong, it's a lot of money.
A lot of money, but not the money that you
looking
were
at
promised.
The fucking check, you didn't make shit out of that check. You made a small ass percentage.
Yeah.
I was looking at
like you made
challengers.
less than 10%.
There was a
of what
challengers
that is.
tweet
Okay.
actually, where this guy paid more than what he won, and he still had to pay back the league, even with his winnings.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's
That's
fucking
wild.
wild.
That's why with
So-
like esports, they just
So
Hmm.
serious question, since no one's on teams. What was the biggest I'm saying contract wise because every org is different. They like to take a
Mhm.
cut. So what was the worst cut that you ever seen from
Mm.
Like me
I know.
personal or from somebody else?
from someone else or like personal both?
I would say 100 Thieves.
yeah. The season, I think season elevate because they were talking about it a bit.
I think 100 Thieves' split cut is 80-20.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like 100 Thieves takes 80% and their creators get 20 from whatever revenue they get. I believe it's that or something like that,
Wow.
or like 70-30.
Wow.
But but that was the mobs thing.
Yeah, okay.
Because like Nate Shot bought them the house, he bought them all the equipment they needed. So he
Yeah.
thought that was a fair split. I think their thing was they got like 5,500 a month to pay for the house and whatever they needed, but like they used it incorrectly. They didn't like they were like they promised doing this many videos per week or this many videos per month. They didn't hit the quota. They didn't want to do it. And then the whole Frosty drama, whatever, blah blah blah, saying like, hey, Nate Shot didn't do this, he didn't do that. But at the same time, like Nate Shot was like, dude, I paid you fucking monthly so you guys could live plus whatever the fuck you made.
So I've seen contracts from like AM teams, and we're talking like AM teams. So usually, like I think taking 5 or 10% is fair.
Yeah.
That is fair. I've seen the contract that I've seen from AM teams is I've seen 25%, and I was like, what the fuck?
I'm done. I'm leaving.
What?
I was
wait,
like,
I'm trying to
25% of
No,
all.
I-
we're talking all earnings, by the way. We're not
yeah,
just
no,
talking
I
earnings.
mine was
Yeah.
worse than that.
All
Mine was worse than that.
earnings.
My contract was worse than that when I was on Square One.
What was the percentage for yours?
33.
33.
Yeah. They
Oh,
wanted a
okay.
third of all earnings.
Yeah.
I think for us contract wise, man, because you can't really speak on this because we haven't been signed to teams, but with our university, they're
Yeah.
not really giving, not saying much like contract wise, but they're not letting us do like the things we need to do, like to promote and all that stuff. Like they say, oh,
Yeah.
you guys can promote this, but you can't use TikTok because it's banned, and then you can't stream here because people. And I was like,
So
Why is-
technically, that's
why
like
is- wait.
50% they're taking away from us.
that's technically
Wait. Why is TikTok banned for you guys?
because apparently for the
It's
university,
banned in the state of Texas.
it's banned in the state of Texas.
Oh, okay.
TikTok is
Yeah.
banned in the state of Texas for universities.
For universities because
Really?
it says they don't get
Mhm.
any work done. Was it that reason or was it a different reason?
So
I think
like
it was
how
it
do
was two
they like
reasons.
enforce that if like it's still
On the
accessible
network,
from-
if you're on the Wi-Fi,
On
you
their
can
Wi-Fi
access.
networks.
You can access it.
Mm-hmm.
They
now,
block.
now I want to get around this to see if it'll work. VPN.
No, but the thing
That's-
is
that's
like
crazy.
how you said like we should be promoting content first, and it's like that's what we want to do.
Yeah,
But right off the
I
bat,
always do content first.
like I'm getting like emails like, "Yo, when are we starting like our practices? When are we starting teams?" And I was like, let's slow the stacks really quick.
Like
We're
honestly,
barely
like,
working on teams.
I'm surprised like college. So I haven't seen this either. Like, since colleges are starting getting more into esports, like I haven't seen like the media side of stuff.
That's what we want to do.
Like
Yeah.
actually, like I'm talking like high quality media where you like do like a series of Vision, like Optic did it. Like that'll be dope.
That's
for
what
college
we
to
want to do
that.
in a sense. What we have for our thing is what was the title again? From the ground up or something?
Yeah, it was from the ground up. I think it was called that, from the ground up.
From the ground up,
Yeah,
and we
that'd be
wanted to
cool.
do like something like that. But the problem is, it was more the fact it was like they want us to start our team so quickly without us getting our base like foundation done, like the fundraising, the
base
promotion,
foundation done,
promotion, all that stuff. And then he wants in the talks of like, and I'm not gonna blaming him because the other campus hasn't been doing much. They're in the talks with the merger, but the problem is if the other campus is barely communicating at all.
Sounds like I just need to be hired. God.
Like, if there's barely any communication, I'm not gonna work with people. At least that's from me perspective. As a business person, I'm not gonna work with people that are not gonna communicate because then I'm wasting a lot of time.
A lot of time and yours on top of that.
And
No
I'm
one
not-
saw that. No one saw that.
what was it?
That sucks.
Fuck that. That kind of hurt. I was putting on my headphones and it
Ah.
slipped out of my hand and just bopped me in the fucking
Ah.
face.
Oh, you want to see headphones? And the next thing I just feel, it's just my headphone just snapped off on the ratchet. And I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
And then I went in.
Nah,
I went in
bro,
contact with
that's
customer
crazy.
service. They're like, oh, sorry. under our warranty, we cannot do it because it's under customer damage. I'm like, I bought this thing like not even a couple months ago, not even a year, and I follow every
Yeah.
single instructions, and I'm just like, you call that customer damage? I just went like
Yeah.
this. That's it.
Gone.
And next thing you know,
Yeah.
gone.
Oh, the old MLG.
Dude, do you remember the old MLG days where you just wore
Oh
it
my
on your
gosh.
fucking you just wore it on your
Something
neck,
like this,
you
that's
had
it.
the whatever, and then you only had the mic, and then
Yeah.
you just did not give a shit.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
was talking about. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's crazy.
No,
And
but
then like
you-
you had your
so you
had
have the
earbuds
earphones,
play,
yeah.
play a game
Yeah.
sound.
Yeah. And then
That
this
shit
was
was
just
hard.
chat. Yeah. Dude,
And
I
then
do that.
they made it where you had the
Daisy chain?
headphones. Yeah,
Yeah.
then they made it where you had the headphones. Like you would wear the headphones after that and the earbuds.
Yeah.
Well, you had to because a lot of people cheated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because you can hear through the earphones. For example, I'm trying to remember, but fucking Shiki, Priesta's girlfriend, I think, fucking cheated at champs.
Yeah.
Everyone's quiet,
Mom!
and she fucking
Yeah.
yelled, "He's diffusing!"
Diffusing
And everyone's like,
bomb!
"Whoa,
Whoa,
you can't
yeah.
say that." Not like they heard it, but at the same time, it's dumbass. And I'm like, "Yo, I love Priesta. I love Shiki. I watch her streams.
Yeah.
You cannot
Not
fucking yell
see-
that shit out." Or it's like, have you seen? I think they were playing League, and there was I think they were a Korean team,
Yeah.
right? He's dead, and he
Yeah.
goes, like, you know how they have the jumbotron? They're all facing the audience.
Yeah.
Start looking at the jumbotron.
No, wait.
Yo, he's
Krim
there.
did that.
Yo, he's there.
No, you know what Krim did?
Yeah.
It was Syrian Thieves.
I think
He he took off his like
Krim
half
did do that,
headset
yeah.
and then just did that, and I was like, no one ref didn't caught that. Like I spotted that, and I was like, yo, ref. It's so
Yeah.
crazy. It's nuts, dude.
I would say one of my favorite experiences is where it's like when I love it when the crowd doesn't do this anymore, but like remember when they were like defusing bomb, especially when Optic was playing, the crowd would go, "Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
he's defusing, he's defusing."
Dude, that was the problem with doing like just the regular lands, like obviously they're main stage, right? But when you do like pool play and you're at the fucking shitty like fold out tables, monitors
that
on top of the
yeah,
Xbox or whatever,
That was the
Yeah.
bad
like,
thing.
yeah.
do you know,
That's the best time.
dude? You just have your headphones on. The asshole who's like the rager lost his voice. Yo, fucking trash, and I'm like, bro, fucking like chill. Like you have 0 kills.
Calm down.
Like,
Honestly, like
relax.
I like pool play better than actual like league because it's more in your face.
But it depends though, cause like,
It really does depend.
dude, it was fucking scary having people watch.
Oh,
And
yeah.
like they're cheering for you, and then the other team's up in your face. Like they're
You're
they're
dog
like
shit,
whatever,
you're dog
and like
shit.
no, literally, kid gets in my face. You're fucking dog shit. I'm fucking better than you. This is why they picked me over you. And I'm like, what do you mean? I don't even know who the fuck you are. I don't know what org you represent. Not only that, we're playing in the same table.
Yeah.
You're not
Oh
any
wait,
better
no,
than me.
Grizzy, I think I know why we also lost that. Didn't the kid across from us didn't have a headset and we were calming where we were?
Oh my god, dude. You know that's illegal, right? In terms of like,
He did
Oh.
have a head. Wait.
No, he didn't. The optic shirt guy didn't have a headset.
No, it wasn't his headset.
That's cheating.
No. He did have a headset.
No, there was one person who didn't have a headset.
It was the kid before us.
Yeah, they didn't have a headset, and the team and the people at the orgs were like complaining,
And
like,
then
you
the
guys.
guy the one that sat across me, his headset didn't work, so they had to lend him another one. But I
Yeah.
don't think they plugged it in, so he went like that. He went
So
like
they
that.
technically, bro.
no, you lost because you cheated.
No, dude. No wonder why these kids are actually
in
important. They're
in
normal.
the rules of like comp, right? Like, because I do this often,
Mhm.
Yeah.
but in the rules of comp, you cannot do this.
You can
Okay.
have
Even though it's a disadvantage to you because you can't hear the right side, you'll hear
It's-
every motherfucker.
No,
around
I
it.
think why. So he probably didn't plug it in, was hearing where we were
Mhm,
on our
probably,
comms,
yeah.
and that's why the guy was frying. Because earlier he wasn't frying because we were both shitting on them. Like,
Yeah, no, most
yo,
definitely. he
really
was-
quick, UGX. I know you're probably not watching this. Did you Fix your rules because there are cheaters out there. Like God. All right,
That's how it works, bro.
But really quick, we're past an hour a bit, so I guess this is about the
We're at
time.
an hour
where-
17.
Yeah, let's.
'cause I streamed it.
I guess it's time for you two to ask questions for both me and Grizzy. Serious ones, the serious
my
ones,
God.
funny
I
ones.
haven't
or
thought
like,
of any questions
Yeah, me
like at
either.
all throughout this
Remember,
whole time.
everything is just all improv.
All
Whatever
improv.
comes out in your head.
Oh, okay. And I'm just like
Nothing too bad
though.
though.
Um,
How's your
let's
first-
see.
This is like, how's your day been? It's just,
so like how's the podcast, you know?
how's your podcast doing?
No, but like let's say you had the opportunity to go like challengers like CDL, right? Like you're actually going for lands and shit because like the challengers have their own thing.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
would you do differently? Because obviously you guys did your like 2v2 land, right?
Mm.
What would
Mhm.
you guys like do differently in terms of like that? Like obviously you're gonna have an additional 2 people.
Yeah.
But what would you do differently from your LAN experience and then bringing that into the actual like real competitive?
I think the first thing is just focusing more on like the scrims, on our scrim time, and then just not saying trusting each other, but making sure
Mhm.
we're calm, cool, and collected. Because again, it was our first LAN. Well, it was my first LAN. I don't know,
Yeah.
and
It was
the-
my first land too, like from
And the thing is, we were pretty much we were technically like one of the favorites there, but now like thinking about it with like the whole cheating situation, we would have won that easily. But with that whole thing,
yeah.
first of all, I would want to make sure that the organizer who's running it and with the league, like that's fine, like and all that stuff. But if it was someone like the organizers who did it, make sure that you guys have everything set and extra headsets and make sure everything's plugged in. Second,
Gotcha.
make sure
Okay.
referees are behind so that they don't have like the earpiece and all that stuff, and then not like the noise canceling headphones and all that stuff. Like making sure all their gear is there. And then third, separate the tables. Like I get like the front face to face is like, oh, like it's old like MO like CWL and all that stuff like Anaheim. And I was like, no,
Mhm.
do it like a distance like main stage. Like do it like that.
Yeah.
And that way it could be separate.
Separate them.
Separate it. And it's not that hard.
Are you talking
No, it's
about
not,
not in front of you, but the side by side?
Yeah, like the
separate?
side by side.
Yeah.
I mean, as
agree.
well, they did only give us like a small space, but like at least expanded more. At least
Expanded
like, if you're
more.
gonna have a
Yeah.
gaming area. At least expand the space a little bit more.
Mhm.
And then like have people like because there were people like on our side, like my parents wanted to watch it, but it was like only like one person's allowed
They
over there.
told them you can't. Yeah, only one person. And we're just like, what the heck?
Like our
Why?
parents,
So everyone
Yeah.
was just on the.
What was the reason?
they just said, oh, it was too crowded, and I was like, there was all
Oh,
like,
okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Interesting.
so I just want and the people who organized the event won the event.
Huh.
Oh, they cheated.
Oh yeah, so
They cheated.
played in it.
And I think this
No.
is why they're probably now
cheated.
like they're not hosting it because now like looking at it, they already made a bad representation.
Yeah, of course.
Mhm.
So like I just want like a trustworthy like person that's like hosting it. Like that
Bro,
is it.
Just bring back
Yeah.
freaking NJ Rod and like.
Facts.
Come on, man.
Mhm.
Like bring
Well,
back the classic local land shit.
But I guess from a player's perspective, it's just us now with the experience, just keeping everything cool, calm, cool, collected.
Try to keep moving
Mhm.
forward.
Moving
I mean,
forward, no matter
experience
what.
is experience.
Experience is experience, and
Experience everything.
now knowing that those kids cheated, if there is the next tournament, I'm slamming them.
show up
I am slamming them kids. Not like that.
I'm gonna throw my headset, give him a go to sleep. Let's go.
Let's go. Well, what
Just
about
gonna hit
you?
him with the GTS. That's crazy.
Just hit him with the GTS. That's it.
What about
He
you,
lifts him
Grizzy?
up and-
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah. We just need more practice time because honestly, it was Modern Warfare 2. No one really liked it.
No one did.
Gunfight was
Game
shot.
pass.
Gunfight was
It was
chalked
ass.
as hell.
They gave us the same gun and like You know, it was supposed to change every round. They kept it for like 2 to 3 rounds.
It's supposed
So
to
you're
be every
just
2
stuck.
rounds.
Yeah,
But it went
they kept
on.
it for 3. But it went
So-
on.
And then the thing
So-
is, like they said they had like the pro settings. I checked every setting,
Mhm.
not a single one correct. I was
Not a
like, damn,
single-
you guys are chalking this already.
That's bad. That's bad.
That's why I like
So-
never trusting those guys again. Hell no.
So like,
No.
you're how old are you and Ed? How old are you and how old is your friend here?
Same age, 20.
Same age.
Both
So
same
like,
age.
what do you guys like see yourself in esports in the next like 5 years or so? The reason why I asked this because they say like usually when you hit 25 they start hitting the retirement age. Like, do you guys see pursuing
Damn, bro.
it further than that, or are you just guys gonna just
That's a really good
chalk it if
question.
you don't make it? You know, when you hit 25 at least.
I'm gonna try my best to make it and make it. This is like, in a sense, esports for me is essentially like a not backup plan, but something along the side. Like it's a mixture of both what I'm doing. So I'm doing my school first, and then as it's going through my future, I have the esports there like right next to it. So I'm focusing more on both, and if one fails, I at least still have the other. So.
That's smart.
Mhm.
So like, if you still
Yeah.
had like the gunny and you were still mad good like Clayster or whatever, you would still keep going.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
I want to be like Scump and Clayster. I want to show that I can be
They're
up
like
there.
you're in your 30s.
Yes.
You're
Yeah.
going to your 30s.
Yes.
Well, it's like I think there is like some CS:GO player that's like
Guardian.
in their 30.
Guard-
yeah,
yeah.
It's a Guardian.
Guardian's like
So-
37. He's like 37 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's still in pro level. So that's why I was just curious.
Wasn't there a Valorant pro that switched from COD? He was in EU. I don't-
I don't remember.
I don't know.
There was.
I know a CS:GO player that went to Valorant then back to CS.
So yes, yeah.
I know that pro. I don't know one who switched
Who's
from COD because
CS:GO?
that's a completely different game.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, because Octane was watching it on stream and all that stuff, watching him, and he was like saying, "Yo, this guy moved from COD to Val, like he completely changed his whole thing."
I don't know, dude, because like
No.
you know, like for whatever reason, like if you're considered a pro in one game, you're just good at every fucking shooter. It's like
Yeah.
I've seen Dashy play Valorant and he fucking fries with a
Dude,
mouse, and I'm like,
Dashy,
ooh,
Formal, and all
I
stuff.
don't know.
I will say this: Formal was going off. Formal was going off on
multi-game
Ben Jameson because Ben didn't play a damn game, and I agree with it. Like, I get Ben has an opinion, like analyst wise, but he never played in like any of the series. He didn't play in any
Yeah.
tournaments, so it's like,
Damn.
like not dissing Ben, but at the same time, like you never been in the pro player standpoint. So,
Mhm. Thanks.
what about you, Grizz?
For me, I have more school going to than esports. It's like school and then esports is like it's still trade behind, but like still far. Cause I don't consider myself a pro gamer, like not in the upper levels, but I consider myself above average.
A level above pro.
Right. I'm above the
level
the
above
mid-range.
amateur.
I'm not a Christmas noob. That's what I started off as.
Oh
Started off as a Christmas
no!
noob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
damn,
how- that's how
so
everyone
no
fucking
wonder
starts
we were
out.
getting comments when we were doing scrims last night.
Yeah.
Dude,
For-
fucking put me into scrims, bro.
Bro, tonight,
Okay.
bro. Oh no, you can't do tonight.
No,
Tomorrow.
I'm not free, bro.
What about
Yeah,
tomorrow?
tomorrow, possibly I'll let you know. I might just be a sub if needed.
Because podcast recently, I might start uploading my POV as well for it. We've been practicing just the CDO CDO modes because Ring Play's coming out soon, and we've been playing 8s in my server.
17th.
So, 17th, my bad.
Jeez.
5 days, 5 days.
Yep.
And we want to get some practice in, and
That'd be-
a lot of
Dude,
us are.
it's gonna be fucking chalked.
It
I
is.
already know it.
Mhm.
It's gonna be shocked.
Get ready for kids using the Cronuses.
Oh yes, sir.
Yes,
Could,
sir.
Cronus on PS4 and PC. Xbox banned him.
Xbox Venom.
That's not true.
Yep.
It's fake.
No, Xbox banned third-party USBs.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
So
yeah.
Cronuses are banned on Xbox.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. So anything that isn't licensed by
By
Xbox, like for
Xbox?
example, like a lot of people were like, "Wait, does that mean scuffs are gone?" And Xbox like
Battle
had a statement
Beavers?
saying, "No, scuffs could still be used because they are licensed with Xbox.
What about Battle
So
Beaver?
scuffs are fine.
They are too.
Battle
I think.
Beaver, I think, is also partnered with Xbox, so it should be
Yeah.
fine. But if you're using like you go to like custom controllers, all of those are fucked unless it's an original.
Wow.
Because like it could sense like I think all the controllers are fine. It's like if you use like a Cronus or it's like you want to be some jackass and you have like the 8-bit DOE controllers for the Switch and you plug
Yeah.
that shit in, it's not gonna work anymore.
Yeah.
Like all those random like USB controllers that like you used to be able to buy at like Radio Shack or whatever.
Yeah.
Like you can't use those. I'm pretty sure like the Logitech bullshit ones might work, but probably not.
That's crazy.
I'm not exactly sure.
And
But
I can't
really-
do the main stage on my Logitech controller.
Really quick, Logitech. But
I don't know. I use this.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
the PS5 one, it's the new one, right? It's the Edge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the Edge or the one that broke within 2 weeks,
Yeah.
which kind of sucks because I never
I
fixed
have
it
my
and I
scuff right
paid
here. My scuff right here.
So like, I have my aim controller, but I had just sent it like 2 days ago, so it get fixed.
Yeah.
Oh, because of the light you can't see the tag, but it says BrooksLUL.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, my all red and black controller.
Nice.
Dude, I have the fucking instant triggers on this shit,
Yeah.
and both of them fucking broke.
Damn.
This shit sucks. That's why I'm like, okay, Battle Beaver's cool, but like never again will I get instant triggers.
That's why you never
I
want to
don't
get
think those
trigger
are
stops or
expensive,
instant
though.
triggers.
Instant triggers are stupid as fuck. Ed, I know you use
Yeah.
them, but they're fucking stupid.
I have them on mine too, and that's why I had sent it.
How am I
'Cause
the?
my
o-
left
I'm not
trigger-
gonna. I'm not gonna jinx it. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not saying anything.
You want to know why? Because you went to Scuff.
You went to Vegas for stuff.
See, but like mine, right? Like I could push it all the way in if I want,
Mhm.
but I do like
my
that you
backup
can
controller?
turn it off.
The digital stop.
It's the Series
Yeah.
2. It's the Elite. My backup controller is the Elite Series 2.
Oh, I have that too. It's right here.
Yeah.
I also
And
I
then-
have a Scuff. I have an Xbox Scuff. I have the one with the changing faceplates. I have
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
I
I
will.
have a Scuff, the Elite, the Edge, and the Battle Beaver. Too many controllers.
Too many controllers.
But any last questions before ending it off? Any last ones?
No,
Is
that was
there-
the
is
only
there
question
any-
I had for
yeah.
you.
Is there anything else? I don't think so.
Mm-mm.
Well,
good.
and thank you guys again for coming on to the podcast, Brooks and Those. You guys, let me just tell you guys really quick for this podcast. Brooks, I met him in Cold War in a server, and he's been teaching me the ways of COD. And now it's like,
I'm passing on the torch because I am turning 26 this year.
We're getting
I'm
old.
still
We're
frying
the old
people.
fucks.
he's still fronting,
know.
like the gunny
I'm
is still
fucking
straight.
cracked. I'm still
Yeah,
fucking cracked.
We're old fucks.
Yeah.
We're getting old. We're
But
almost 30.
it's like I'm reaching the point like I already know that I'll never make it into the CDO because you know I'm 25. Like the goal was to be in the CWL at like 18, 19, but that never happened.
Yeah.
I played with pros, but like I've never, you know, I didn't make it.
Yeah.
So you know I'm passing down the torch like Scump did to Dashy.
Ashy and Shotzi and them. Because
Well, Dashy was gonna get fucking dropped if it
he
wasn't
was.
for Scump.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
He was supposed to get dropped.
It's
You
the
know?
way of how I think of the game is like if I work towards it and work very hard to it, I'll get there. And I did
Mhm.
that with Regen for band, and I made it. And with the broken foot too, all those band nerds, screw you.
That's how you do it.
That's how you do it. But anything, and my parents have told me this since day one. Like you've been dedicated, like day one when I went to school or did band. They're like, if you strive and practice every single day for it, you will get better, and you
Yeah,
will like make
it's
it
a
there.
commitment.
It's a commitment,
really
and
is.
I've been committing to it
Yeah.
day one. I think, when I first met Grizzy, he even saw the commitment out of me, and he's like, "This kid's good. Like he wants to be
Mhm.
there."
Good. And then Ed saw my commitment in Clone Hero.
And I was like, damn, he's good. He's there. Like, dude, Grizzy is cracked on Clone Hero. I was like, dude, this man can play Through the Fire and the Flames on it, like, no problem.
That's fucking
Yeah,
wild.
that's awesome. That's awesome.
But again, thank you guys again for coming on to the podcast. I really appreciate both of you guys. Grizzy, like always, thank you for being the co-host. And thank you guys again for listening to this podcast or watching it, whatever. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Next episode, we'll try to find someone new throughout the esports and content creation community. And thank you all again for listening and watching this podcast. And we'll see you guys
I'm
later.
So dumb. I changed the fucking chat screen and I forgot that the camera's on Discord, so there's actually nothing there.
You're chilling. Well, thank you guys again. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.